Good morning. How are you today? Today is Monday, July 6th, 2020. Today we have English class. Take your book and go to page 48. On page 48, we have creative writing, writing good sentences. You know what is a sentence, right? A sentence is a complete thought, and we have to write with capitalization and punctuation rules, right? Okay, well, we have it here in this page 48, creative writing good sentences. A good sentence must tell a complete thought and have correct capitalization and punctuation. What is the homework? The homework here is write 5 good sentences about this picture. You have to write a sentence about this picture. What the dogs are doing. How many dogs are over there? For example, if I wanted to write a sentence, I can write this sentence. There are 5 puppies. They are playing with ball and with ball with a ball on the floor. Okay, well, this is a good sentence, and I am writing about what I am seeing on the picture. Okay, and you have to complete it 5 sentences too. Let's go to page 49. On page 49, we have combining short sentences. It means that 2 small sentences, 2 short sentences, we have to combine it in only one sentence, and it will be a longer sentence, like here. For example, here said, Heidi was a young girl, period. Heidi was from the mountains. There are 2 short sentences, and we have to write it together. We have to put together these short sentences. Then what we will do it? First of all, we have to see that Heidi is the same, right? We have it the same name, Heidi and Heidi, and we are speaking in a past tense. Okay, but now we have to combine young girl and she was from the mountains. Then we will write it, Heidi was. Okay, we have it to write it both. You see, these words are the same in both sentences. Heidi was a young girl from the mountains. What we are doing, we are writing first these short sentences, and after that one is like we are crossing this, and we will continue to writing the other part of the sentence. The same here, but now this is different because here said she lived in Switzerland, period, and the other short sentence is her grandfather lived in Switzerland. What we have to do it? First of all, here we have lived in Switzerland is the same, and in the other sentence is lived in Switzerland is the same. Then we have to put together she and her grandparent lived in Switzerland. Did you see which one is the difference? Now, here we will do together this sentence. Peter took care of the goats. Okay, which words or which part of the sentence is the same as in the other sentence? If you see, took care of the goats and Heidi took care of the goats. Now we have in both sentences we have the same, but there are different names, Peter and Heidi. Then we will write it Peter and Heidi took care of the goats. Took care of the goats. You see, first of all, I wanted to see which words are the same and what kind of verbs we are using and who are we talking about. Okay, you have to do it this. Okay, now you have to write it 4 and 5. Think B. The same page is combine each pair of short sentences into a good sentence, the same as in Think A. Noah loved God. His family loved God. Okay, loved is the same, and we have the same words in the second. Then we have to write it. Noah and his family loved God. Okay, you have to complete it 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's go to page 50. On page 50, you have writing better sentences, the same as on page 48. You have to write it 7 sentences telling what is happening in this park. What is happening? It means that we are talking about with present continuous. Okay, present continuous. Do you remember we already said that when we use the verb to be in the present, our next verb, if we are talking ando, endo, yendo, we have to write it the verb with ing at the end. That is the present continuous. We already talked about that. You have to remember. You have to write it 7. Then here in the number 1, I can say that 2 boys are riding in bicycle. Let's see, here is something. Bicycles. The 2 boys are riding in bicycle. Or we have to write it, the 2 boys are riding on their bicycle. Okay, now we are using the verb to be and ing, my verb. Okay, you have to see that. Now you have to answer these questions. Check each sentence carefully. Are your sentences the right length? Did you use words that say what you mean? Did you use capital letters and punctuation where needed? You have to answer here, and I will try to review that one. C. Write your sentences in story form on notebook paper and place in your creative writing notebook folder. We don't have it this, but you can leave it here. Don't do that one, okay? No this one, yes. Think B. And here on page 48, don't forget it. Here said, check your sentences above to make sure that you used capital letters and punctuation correctly. Capital letters, you know, capital letters and punctuation. You see, I am using that one. Okay, try to use correctly our rules. Okay, that's all for today, and see you later on our Zoom class. Thank you.